Packing my bag was quite scary because I was just sort of, oh God, I'm going to do this.
I really did enjoy that day because it was just like, well, I'm going to be a mum in the next few hours.
We told everyone it was an accident, like our parents and that, because they would have gone mad. So we just said, oh yeah, it was an accident, but we were talking about it and trying.
But the dad couldn't come home because he was a security guard and he couldn't leave the place unlocked, and it was like she was waiting for him.
Makes you, if you're a mother at the age of 35 or at the age of 15, you're still a mother, you still love your offspring like no one else ever will.
I think that teenage mums are stereotyped by people saying, oh, they can't cope, they've thrown their life away because they've had a baby so young, they won't ever have a proper career. It hurts me when people say that to me, because I believe I've achieved something in my life. I haven't thrown my life away. I wouldn't even consider having a baby if I thought I'd jeopardise my whole life.
Where's the happy jumpy?
The little things I enjoy is him greeting me with a smile when he wakes up in the morning, giving me a hug before he goes to bed. I don't know, he's just a special miracle little boy, he really is. If I could go back in time, I don't think I'd change one bit of having Joshua. He means so much to me. I haven't thrown my life away. I wouldn't think that I've thrown my life away. I'd love to go back in time and be pregnant again with him, and having everybody surrounding me and praising me and giving me all the affection. No, I wouldn't change my past, not for the world.
He wasn't sure about keeping the baby, and nor was I, to be honest. I wasn't, nobody is. When you find out you're pregnant, you're thinking, oh my God, which way do I go? And we just sort of talked about it and talked about what would happen if we did keep the baby and how we'd both feel if we didn't. And I actually had a scare of a miscarriage, and I had to go in for a check and stuff, and we actually saw our heart beating. So then we were like, oh no, we can't kill something like that, because when you actually see your baby's heart beating on the screen, it's like, no, you can't do that. So we sort of made the decision together.
The word abortion, I don't know, it's people's choice to have an abortion. I mean, personally, I wouldn't have an abortion to get rid of a baby, because you choose to have this baby. You choose, if you have unprotected sex, it's your responsibility, and if they want to get rid of it, they want to get rid of it. At the end of the day, you chose to have this baby. And
so on the day of the abortion, I went in, and I missed it by about 15 minutes. I went into the room and I said, I can't do this, it's not in me. So I didn't go through with it. I walked out, and that night was when I told everyone I was pregnant.
Well, when I found out that I was pregnant, I got my boyfriend to buy me a pregnancy test, and we went into the Priors and I did it, but I couldn't get the clip back on it. So I ruined it and I put it in the bin, and we spent about £40 on pregnancy tests. And he actually laughed and said, you better be pregnant, because I've spent loads of money on this baby already.
My boyfriend's mum told me to go to the doctors, and I went to the doctors, and he says, oh, you're 7 weeks pregnant. And I was like, I'm 7 weeks pregnant. At home, I was walking home with my boyfriend, and it seemed all right. But as soon as I got on the phone to my mum, I burst out in tears, because I realised my dad was behind me at the phone box. And I looked behind me, and my dad just walked away, and he didn't say nothing, and it made me worse. And my boyfriend was really happy about it, especially my boyfriend's dad. I mean, he was very happy about it.
Yeah, and I went straight home and told my mum. I didn't think twice about not telling her, because she helps me quite a lot, so I just told her. She was a bit shocked, but she just told me it was my decision. It was up to me to make the decision and that she'd support me.
Got rushed in on the Thursday, had everything checked, and I got sent over to Heartlands in Birmingham and stayed there the night, and then 9 o'clock in the morning they came round and said, "You're having your baby in 10 minutes.
That day I think I was shocked. I didn't have anything to eat, so I was dizzy and I was tired, and I think that day, God, it's the best day of your life, but then you think I wouldn't want to go through that again, no way.
When you can actually feel your baby coming out of you, it's like, oh my God, it's a baby. I still couldn't grasp that there was a baby in my tummy and that this baby was going to come and I was going to look after this baby.
I didn't even bring any bags or any cameras or anything. And then about 2 minutes later, another midwife came in and said, "You're going to be having a baby tomorrow morning. I think we should keep you in." And that to me was such a shock because I'd just been told, "You're not having a baby," and then to be told you are. I was like, all right, so went through it. It was absolutely amazing. It's like I said to everyone else, 24 hours after giving birth, I wanted to go through it again. It was amazing.
Right, this is Nappy when he was little.
Oh, no way.
Newspapers show all the bad stuff. They don't show any good stuff. I mean, like with the young mum at 12, they showed that. They don't actually show the ones with the young parents and they were just on all these benefits. They show all the bad side. They don't show families that have got a nice home, that they're working, that they can look after their kids. They don't show any of that. First time I got to hold him.
Stereotype people when they look at you, and I just think, well, why are you looking at me bad for? You can see she's dressed, fed, healthy. I'm looking after her. I'm not digging needles into my arms and drinking a bottle of beer, or, I'm dressed normally. I haven't got my miniskirt on that comes past my bum. I'm just normal looking after my baby.
Another thing is if you're a young parent, people tend to look at you as if you're a bit of a slapper, so to call it. They think you're just out on the town and they expect you not to be a good mother because they think you're still doing that.
I think society can try and find out more instead of just judging. I think they should try and find out more about young parents and why they've become young parents instead of just thinking, oh yeah, they've become young parents because they want to flatten all this. I think they should, if they really want to know, they should ask someone or find out instead of just judging.
Well, most people do think of teenage parents as single parents, and some of them are just like any other parents, but a lot of them aren't. I mean, most of the girls at that young mums group are still with their boyfriends, and all of their boyfriends are very supportive, including mine.
Anything like that, I get a lot of support actually, and this is where I'm really lucky at being a teenage mum. I'm really lucky because I've got my partner, I've got my partner's mum, I've got my mum, I've got my dad. But I've got to have support of my partner, definitely, that's why I'm marrying him.
No, I still would have had Byron at the same. I mean, obviously there's hard times and there's good times, but I still would never have changed it. I couldn't live without him now.
I've gained an absolutely gorgeous little girl. She's my life, and it's just such a pleasure to be able to wake up in the morning, look over and see her smiling back at you, and I created that. I'm moulding her to be the person she is. And to me, that is the absolute best part of being a parent, whether you're young or old.
See my tears are falling, see them trace that solemn root from eye to chin to drop upon the floor. Little rivers running, hard and unrelenting like the rain. But now I see the patterns in your heart, the lines that twist and twine and make me do all the things I didn't want, from jealousy to hate and back to love.